Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello and welcome back, Realty Pros, to another Realty Talk. Thank you all so much for joining us this afternoon. It's beautiful outside. We are in our prospecting mode. Well, we're always in prospecting mode. However, we are focusing on prospecting listings. And so we have with us today Miss Margaret Irving, who is going to be presenting for us today. And she's going to give us some insight on prospecting via social media. So thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Margaret, for agreeing to do this training for us. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Sorry. Good afternoon, everybody. I am
Good afternoon.
doing several things at once. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen here. Okay, can y'all see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Oh, wrong button. I'm trying to present it so that, oh my God. Hopefully it does right. So I'm going to be talking to you all today about using social media to prospect seller leads. I made a slideshow and tried to incorporate strategies that you can use and different ways to reach your target audience. So I don't know if this is showing small to you guys, but it is showing small to me. I can send this PowerPoint to you if you would like to have it for note purposes and things like that. But why Instagram? I focused on Instagram because it seems like a lot of our Realty Pros use Instagram, but this can be applied to any social media platform that you use. But specifically for Instagram, it has over 1 billion active users. Those users are your potential clients and things of that nature. There is a highly visual platform. It is a highly visual platform, and it's perfect for showcasing your properties, engagement rate higher than other social media platforms, and it's ideal for building brand awareness and connecting with potential sellers. I also like Instagram because it allows you to connect to Facebook as well. And so I'm gonna go to this next slide here. And so the first thing you want to do is optimize your profile. In optimizing your profile, you use a professional profile picture, a headshot, or logo. Create a compelling bio with keywords when people search for you: realtor, real estate, sell my home, different items of that nature. Sorry, y'all. We pause for a second. It's gonna get loud here. Samantha, can you pause for a second? Which would be our potential prospects, our clients. And so now we get into the meat of today's talk, Realty Talk. So you want to make sure that you are showcasing success stories, develop content that showcases your expertise and the properties that you represent. This could be photos, videos, virtual tours, blog posts, as well as infographics. You want to do post before and after photos of a property, especially if you've had it properly staged or cleaned. Angela uses has a really good team when it comes to preparing homes for sale. So showing those photos of what she started with, and then showing the after photos are perfect. And then you want to use sold properties and client testimonials. I put a quick tip here, just so you don't have to worry about how to get started. You can use an old photo of a home. If you don't have a photo of a home, then you can use the photo of your own home or a portion of your home, um, and provide some information about homes in that neighborhood. Maybe the going rate for those homes. It could be new builds around the homes, and different sorts of information that will be useful to people that you are trying to. It's kind of like door knocking, but virtual. All right. Market trends and updates is another method of posting, or a source of content to post. I mean, you can share insights about the real estate rule, or specifically for your state or your city, trends and tips for sellers preparing their home, um, and a variety of things like that. And while you're here, you can also, a way to get started would be to join relevant groups and communities, and participate in discussions and share valuable insights. I'm on several groups on Facebook, and it has proven beneficial. I have so many agent, but what this allows you to do is establish yourself as a knowledgeable and trustworthy agent. And then you want to target a market, and then use targeted advertising for that market. You can use social media platforms to target specific demographics and geographical areas, and provide information about the particular market that you've selected. This can help you reach your market. Um, it can help you reach clients that are actively looking to purchase or sell in the neighborhood that you are most familiar with. Home selling tips is another piece of content that you can provide. You can provide valuable advice on preparing homes for sale, staging tips, and pricing strategies. I like to use a portion of the CMA to kind of help with that. There's the effects of overpricing. You can make video or content regarding that. In addition to that, you can choose a home in this whatever market it is that you're targeting, and you can host virtual events such as open houses, Q&A sessions to showcase properties and provide valuable home selling tips to your client. Um, a good one would be to even, you know, a lot of conversations have been happening about new builds versus resale homes. And so that could be a very good talking point, with the tax, as far as the taxes are concerned, and first year taxes compared to second year taxes for new builds, and etc. Now you've got all these pictures, you've acquired all these videos. Now, what in the world do you do with them? How do you use them? Using Instagram stories and reels, or Facebook if that's your platform. Share daily updates, behind the scene looks, and quick tips. Get ready with me. Like Darlene said this morning, she had to go over and let an appraiser in. That would have been an amazing opportunity to grab some footage. You know, she could have been recording the house, she could have been recording herself. Um, and just kind of giving some information regarding appraisal, when it's paid, how much it costs. Those types of things collectively will help build up your database for content. For Reels, you can create short, engaging videos about market insights, ugly houses, and equity, home tours, and client success stories. I like to target ugly houses to give it as a means of um, affordable home options for people who complain about the housing being too high, et cetera, et cetera. It's a great engagement piece. Engage with your audience and respond to comments, um, and inquiries and questions promptly. Engage with them and show that you are attentive and responsive. And doing this allows you to build rapport and trust. All right. Now, Instagram ads for lead generation. So you've already selected a market or a particular area that you want to target. And so you've gotten your comments, you've gotten your um, content, rather. You've gotten everything that you've needed to get familiar with playing around with Instagram and using it to generate leads. And so now you're ready to finally run an ad. So you want to use targeted ads where you can select specific zip codes and areas and reach potential sellers based on those demographics, interests, and behaviors. You can do carousel ads. You have multiple properties to showcase, or if you want to um, get a buyer for one of your porterhouse colleagues, you can use one of our colleagues' listings, and you can showcase multiple properties or features. And then lead magnets. Lead magnets are basically those questions that you ask to get people to engage. You can offer home valuation for them filling out your lead form. You can offer market reports to capture seller information. This helps you build your CRM. And you can do a variety. You can do one of those things. You can do a couple of those things, or you can do all three of those things at one time, depending on your marketing budget. And then finally, the whole point of this, and I've been guilty of this myself, not being patient enough. Consistency and patience builds leads, and building leads take time. Um, I've done it for years' time. I can't say that it was as consistent as I would like to think it was, but at least 6 months for out of that year, I was consistently posting. And so you have to kind of play with what's happening and what options you have. And you also may want to analyze what is going on. Which posts get the most traction? Is it videos? Is it videos in the form of a reel? Is it videos in the form of a story? Are your pictures and infographics? Will your Q&As generate the most interaction and engagement with your audience? And so you have to just kind of test it out and be intentional with testing it out. I think that is my last slide. It is. So I am going to stop sharing my screen and use this as an opportunity to answer any questions that you may have, revisit a slide or something that I've already presented. Y'all hear me?
Hey, Maggie, it's Angela.
Hey, Angela.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me? Yes, I can. I just had to turn my volume on. No, I had a quick question. So when it comes to stories or reels, or I'm sorry, stories we're posting on our page, do you have a recommendation for when we're posting stories as opposed to just regular posts, or, where we're putting our reels? Do you recommend both? Do you prefer one over the other?
I recommend both. The stories disappear. So you want to put something there, that you may have already posted, or say, for instance, you post on a Monday, you made posted a open house a flyer.
Mhm.
And then you have to visit that house on Tuesday. So you just a real quick visit, but you go in, you grab a little footage. Hey, I noticed that this was done, or I'm here, the listing, such and such and such. Y'all be sure to check out the flyer on my page. That will be a story. The reel could be you showing the house as you're getting ready to stage, and then showing the house after you stage. And that just gives a little bit more content. You provide how the information for the listing, and do all of those things. So I recommend doing all three: post, the story, and the reel.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? There's a chat here, so let me see. I'm gonna read it. Sean says that he owns a social media branding business for realtors. His staff posts content daily across Facebook and Instagram for their clients. And he's posted a link here. I'm going to check it out, Sean. Thank you.
Hello, Margaret.
Hi.
Question for you. Can you just give us a quickly recap of our steps? You know, what the first step is, second, and then how do we get to the place that we are actually posting, doing a story or a reel? Just a
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So you want to make sure you have your Instagram page set up, which I think everybody does at this time. And then make sure your profile is ready to go. Make sure it says who you are, what you're doing. Your photograph is professional. Which you people that have Instagram, social media already has already done this. So I want to make sure your profile is good to go. And then once your profile is good to go, you are ready to start creating. The first step would be to use a picture that you already have, or a picture of a recent listing or a previous listing, and then just post that picture with something in the caption about either that listing or that neighborhood or that market. And that's as simple as that. You don't have to create anything fancy. Just post a picture, write a caption. That gets you started. That's a post. And then let's say, okay, I did that. Now I'm going to go over here and look at this house, and I want to get some footage of it. So you just walk in and record. You record and talk about how many bedrooms it is, how many bathrooms it is, and then maybe how much houses in that neighborhood are being listed for. And then you could actually end with the question: is this house affordable to you? What makes the house affordable? Just you, the point is to engage and get them to lean on you for the information. And so that's the first step. That's the, could be the second step. And then if you advance and learn fast, then you could post a reel, make a longer video, take 2 or 3 videos and splice them together to make a longer video. And then you can post that as a reel because you got a little bit more to say, or you just found out a new tip. And so you want to put that information out there for them. But the first 1 through 3 steps could be using something that you already have, make a post about it, and write a caption.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any additional questions? Anything else to share? Darlene has a question.
Okay.
So on, and this is on Facebook. I'm not sure, are you familiar, how much you're familiar with Facebook? Okay, so on Facebook, now I have a different email than I have on Instagram. I don't want those pages to integrate with each other. But how on Facebook do you set up a business page? Like I only want one page and I want it to be my business page. So I do have one page, but I want that page to be my business page.
So you have to have a personal page in order to set up a business page. As far as I know on Facebook, that could have changed.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you do, your personal page should be set to private. And then you set your business page can be established. Now, again, I'm not certain because
Okay.
I use my personal page, but if you can only have one page and you only want one page, then and you want it to be the business page, then you're going to have to shut down the personal page and pretty much start over.
I don't have a personal page. That page, I want that to be, I only have one.
Hear you.
And so basically I
Yes.
have it with, I have, I have my porterhouse stuff on there. I have my headshot is on there. So I really just want that one page to be my business page.
So
You
is
can
it
link
okay if I?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sean, go
sure.
ahead. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, if it's all right with everyone, I could interject and with just my personal knowledge. So under Meta's policy for Facebook, you're not supposed to, and sometimes they shut it down, but they've been really bad at enforcing it. But you're not supposed to put business as a personal profile, as a personal page. The correct process is exactly as what was mentioned, which is you create your personal profile, and then you create a business page. The business page also gives you some advantages. For one, it gives you the Meta Business Manager, which does a few things. One, if you want to do a lead campaign, you essentially make one and source it to your business page. You can have a third party vendor connect and also make updates and posts to your business page on your behalf as a poster. You can also be able to get free analytics on people visiting your Facebook business page. So that's the proper process. And also, if you think about it, like if you have a personal page, which by the way, you're also not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to have multiple personal pages, profiles. But I mean, obviously, Facebook also supports it, so there's a little bit of double speak there. Policy-wise, Meta doesn't allow it for Facebook, but then Facebook specifically allows you to change profiles, personal profiles. uh, Really, the best course of action would be to have a personal profile that you intend on not really populating much more than just the specifics of you as a realtor, and then creating that the business page off of that extra personal profile that you created with the intent of just facilitating your realtor professional work. Over.
Yeah, so for me, so I did initially when I was on Facebook last year, I had a personal page and a business page, but my pages were hacked. So I had been off of Facebook some months. And then recently, via the content that I subscribe to, which is keeping current, it used to allow me just to post, content on Instagram. And then it switched and said, oh, I needed to get permission from Facebook/Instagram. So then I went ahead and opened up a new Facebook page, but I definitely had to use a different email as well. So I really don't even like post on Facebook. I do most of my posting on Instagram anyway, but it's just that I'm not interested in open up all these pages on Facebook, with all this hacking and stuff that's going on. Because I'm now going through something where I was paying for, them to do automatic posting to my business page. I paused it because the business page cannot be, I can't, get it. And they were still charging me for posting on the page that, nobody, people could see it, but people could be reaching out to me. I can't even get to my inbox. So it's like,
Well, hey,
anybody can compromise an account if they have access. So if somebody knew your login and password for your personal profile, for instance, well, then, you could consider yourself hacked. But with regards to your business page you're referring to, it sounds like you had a third-party vendor that had access to your business page. When
Yep.
you canceled with them, and it sounds like whoever you had was unethical. I'm not going to plug my own social media business, but I have one. But that said, the one that you had, what they probably did was after you canceled, they went into these. You probably didn't. You have to manually disconnect the third party access to your business page. If you don't do that, they can go into your Facebook. In many cases, since your Instagram is also linked through Meta, since they both are Meta programs, they can go into your Instagram as well, and they'll do anything. They can delete, they can edit. I mean, just everything that you would consider hacks, they can do if you did not disconnect their access. So that's the problem, especially when you have more unscrupulous companies that are doing media branding for professionals.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So let me just jump in right here, if you all don't mind. So I wanted to thank Margaret for for the training today. We are going to be here in the office this evening for Mastermind, and we're going to be putting into practice what Margaret has shared with us today. So, and I'll say this, social media is like not my strong suit at all. So I want to encourage everyone to come out and join us this evening so that we can go through this process together. We've already made arrangements for an actual property that we're going to be able to, do a story or a post for. And so come out and join us this evening. We want to be as efficient as we can and meet, touch our audience wherever they are. And so we want to be able to be strong in the social media platform as well. Is there any other questions or of Maggie in regards to actual lead generation through social media?
I don't have any.
No. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording then.